right, hello, welcome. Hold on 1 second. I just want to see something real quick. Okay, beautiful. Actually, I'm glad that happened. So, hello, welcome. We are playing SmackDown vs. 2009. Hold on, my camera is not working. Let me fix that. 1 second. All right. Let me check to see if it's in settings over here. Okay, yes it is. All right, we're good. Now let me just check my seat and then. All right, we're good. Let me grab my. All right, let's do this. Jericho was John Cena with the WWE Championship at the Royal Rumble.
It's taken a long time for Chris Jericho to get here, but it was worth the wait. He beat Jeff Hardy. Then he went through Orton, Kennedy, and Shawn Michaels to earn this chance at facing John Cena for the WWE Championship.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
A striking elbow staggering the opponent.
He's going up. This could backfire.
A vicious elbow drop delivered with a club force.
He's got that submission hold locked in. He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
Oh, a swift arm drag.
Moves like that make a person see red.
There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
And he strikes the opponent with a quick kick. And he hits a big-time leg drop.
What a reversal.
He strikes his opponent with a swift flying forearm. A bulldog, smashing the opponent's skull into the ground. Those ominous messages came. Jericho with the code breaker.
There's the pin. 1, 2. Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR. He's intent on leaving a mark on the opponent.
And there he goes. The submission is locked in.
And there's the flying forearm. He hits his opponent with the elbow.
And that's a stiff kick. This is a historic night that's only becoming more momentous with each passing match. Tonight, the winner of the Royal Rumble was none other than the Phenom himself, The Undertaker.
Wow, and what a Rumble that was. The Dead Man outlasted 30 of the toughest superstars in the WWE and came out on top. I still have goosebumps from that one.
It's the Walls of Jericho.
And there's the takedown. I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
A count of 2, and the referee's hand was coming down for the 3.
And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop.
There's nothing fancy about that.
A simple move that sets up bigger things.
Jericho nails the lion saw. If Chris Jericho beats John Cena tonight, it'll be...
And now a pin. This could be it.
That was like 2 7/8, JR.
Okay, I was just trying to see.
That's a move that'll knock you out cold, if you're lucky.
And there it is. That's the match.
Okay.
What a horrible end to an otherwise great broadcast. The nerve of that masked assailant.
Oh, okay, much better.
We're coming off an unbelievable Royal Rumble, ladies and gentlemen. But thanks to some masked vigilante, the main event was ruined.
Someone really didn't want Jericho to win the WWE Championship.
I'll bet he'll have something to say about it tonight.
Okay, promo.
Some people consider me a victim for what happened at the Royal Rumble. But the real victim is whoever did this. The message you sent was easy to decipher. You didn't want me to be WWE Champion. My doctor tells me I should be at home resting, but I'm here to give you a code of your own. I will get you.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Maybe you should listen to your doctor's advice, Chris. I assure you, the WWE office is conducting a thorough investigation.
Well, I feel a whole lot better about things, Shane. All the same, I'm gonna handle this on my own.
I guess you didn't hear me, so I'll repeat myself. I'm demanding that you go home and get some rest. Fine, you're so determined to stay in the ring, you have a match right now. In fact, make it a no disqualification match.
I think JBL, I'm gonna guess.
Chris Jericho is clearly at a disadvantage in this contest. Shane McMahon showing no respect or consideration for Y2J by putting him in this impromptu match.
And this match isn't just against anyone, it's against a wrestling god. And it's a no disqualification match. He hits his opponent with the elbow.
A hard right hand, knocking his opponent down.
I think he's got some evil intentions, and that announce table figures prominently in them.
I don't know what he's planning, JR, but it's not gonna be pretty, I can tell you that. There's all sorts of crazy stuff under the ring, and all of it can inflict a lot of damage on an opponent.
What a vicious chair shot!
A sharp kick, wearing down Jericho with a code breaker, and the self-proclaimed wrestling god, JBL's in a foul mood.
2, 3?
Get off my back, I'm doing my job!
He puts the boot to his opponent.
Oh, the elbow connects.
My God, folks, that's some impact. Jericho can't be happy about this contest against JBL. Facing a competitor, the likes of Bradshaw, isn't something you do on the swim. What a cold break.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. 2, 3. That's it. That's all she wrote.
Shane McMahon sure doesn't show Chris Jericho any sympathy.
The man has a right to know who's messing around with him. Shane should respect that.
If you're a McMahon, you don't need to do the respecting. You're respected.
All right, we are in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
We're back with you for Monday Night Raw. The confrontation between Shane McMahon and Chris Jericho last week proves that some battles don't happen between bells.
There's another battle going on away from the ring, JR. The Diva Search Contest. The finalists were announced this morning, and I've already voted for my favorite on WWE.com 24 times.
I wonder just how often you have to replace your mouse, King.
Ew, that sounds like a dirty ass joke. Okay.
These are my top suspects. I don't care who I upset. The WWE Championship means everything to me, and the Masked Man cost me it. Who should I question first?
All right, Mr. Kennedy.
Get out of the way. I'm late, and I have a match tonight. Against you, even. Yeah, so? I'm from Green Bay, genius. It's cold there.
Well, I think things are heating up around here. See you in the ring.
Okay. Ooh, and it's a tornado.
The following tag team contest is scheduled for one.
The generic tag team entrances.
Tonight's match will be one of great ramifications. Can Y2J and HBK actually work well enough together after their volatile matches of late?
There may not be much love lost between Jericho and Michaels, but there is respect between the two.
A begrudging respect that will be put to the test as they face off against Randy Orton and Mr. Kennedy. There's a fundamental move with the discovery of the Mask in Kennedy's back. One has to wonder if all of them.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
Wow, what a suplex.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
Wow, there's a hole you don't want to find yourself in, JR.
Code breaker. Good night.
You hinted at HBK potentially being behind it.
One.
But come on.
He was a split second away from a 3 count.
Okay. So.
There you go. I love it.
One. Looks like he's trying for a pin here.
And there's the elbow. Oh, my word. What a slam. So far, HBK and Y2J have worked well together. Now can they finish off this sinister team of Kennedy and Orton? And he strikes it's the walls of Jericho.
There's not an ounce of quit in any WWE superstar.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
Oh, the elbow.
And now a pin. This could be it.
What a crushing bulldog.
A vicious stomp. The Synchron connects. A stiff shot with the elbow.
He's working the fundamentals there.
He's obviously not feeling too threatened, JR.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
What's really baffling is what's the motivation behind all of this? Why target Jericho?
Excellent counter. What ring presence.
Rope break. Uh-oh, it's the walls of Jericho.
And he hits the DDT. Just planning, just driving the head to the floor. And he strikes at his...
Look at that! He's busted wide.
Jericho nails the lion saw.
You're not going to get him with that one.
Here's the cover, JR.
One.
And he's...
He almost had the 3 count right there, JR.
Oh, look at this. DDT.
Look out! Here it comes!
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
Rope break. Y2J has slapped on the walls of Jericho.
He may get the 3 count here.
1, 2, 3!
Well, there it is. That's the match.
What a main event. That was one slobber knocker of a battle.
Jericho and the Heartbreak Kid may have won, but it's their opponent who was recently named the new #1 contender.
Well, I don't know how the board came to that decision, but I do know we're out of time. Good night, folks.
Okay, so let's see.
That mask? Come on. He's definitely a prime suspect.
Okay. Going to Minneapolis, Minnesota.
We're live for Raw. Chris Jericho has gone from #1 contender to private investigator. He's been questioning superstars right and left.
He's pretty good at it too, JR. He asked me how I was doing, and without thinking, I admitted I had an unpaid parking ticket.
We want to know who you, our fans, think the Masked Man really is. Vote on WWE.com.
What the? Oh, it's you, Jericho. What do you want?
I want to know why I shouldn't consider you my prime suspect as the masked man.
Jericho, I'm going to say this slowly. I am here to help you. I wasn't even at the Rumble. I was as surprised as you were when that code junk played. Now, don't even question me again, or the next code you'll see will be, you're fired.
There's something Shane isn't telling me, but I didn't actually see him on that night.
Hey, Chris. How are you feeling, man?
I'd feel a lot better if you told me where you were during my title match at the Royal Rumble.
I was watching the match on a monitor. Cheering for you, by the way. You don't think I had something to do with this, do you?
At this point, everyone from the president to your grandmother are suspects.
Jericho, if I didn't know any better, I think you were conducting your own investigation. No, that can't be it. You must just be exchanging good luck wishes with your opponent, who you're facing tonight.
All right, do not use a finisher.
The following.
So I'm trying to avoid using a finisher for tonight's match. So yeah, let's do it.
It's easy to see that Shane McMahon's forced this match upon Chris Jericho and Jeff Hardy. It's obvious both men know each other so well that this will not only be a physically strenuous, but also mentally challenging.
There you go! I love it!
There's the pin!
He almost got the 3 count, but almost doesn't count.
And there's the flying forearm!
stretching for a long time after this. Good, solid wrestling maneuver.
And there's the cover. 1, 2.
That was like 2 7/8, JR.
And can you believe that impact? Knowing Chris Jericho like I do, I can tell you this. He must be extremely anxious to find out the identity of that masked assailant. But like the rest of us, he'll just have to wait and focus in on the job at hand.
Y2J finally gets his hands on whoever's behind this. The fireworks are gonna fly.
And the gall, the unmitigated gall of that masked man just standing there, staring into the ring, must make Chris Jericho's blood boil.
Boil? By the look in Jericho's eyes, I'd say he's volcanic. What a vicious chop. He's working the fundamentals there. Oh, that elbow's gotta hurt. There's nothing fancy about that.
A simple move.
There's the pin.
Come on. What a dirty move. If anything positive came out of this,
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
Okay, break.
He hits his opponent with the elbow.
Oh, and then
We knew these superstars weren't going to be easy on.
He's going for the pin.
1, 2.
and a hard knockdown. Big time impact.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
Stop!
And he hits a big time leg drop.
Doesn't look pretty, but just being flashy won't win you the match.
Oh, what incredible impact.
You're putting a lot on the line when you climb that turnbuckle.
What a nasty elbow.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
2, 3. Well, like it or not, this one's over.
Jericho is leaving the ring in a hurry. He's hot on the masked man's heels.
If I know one thing, I know it's not him.
Ooh, old Y2J model. Ooh. What am I gonna use here? I can use smoke.
Thank you for joining us on Raw. Chris Jericho continues his sleuthing ways. Online voters have their own ideas who the prime suspect is.
I'm not going to say who I voted for, but I will say I think the WWE fans are on the wrong track.
Well, we don't have all the facts in yet, so it's all speculation. Maybe we'll find out more tonight.
Chris Jericho. This is a pleasant surprise, I guess. I'm supposed to have an interview with...
Where were you during my championship match?
Getting ready for the Royal Rumble match. Maybe you heard. It lasted 42 minutes before The Undertaker eliminated me. I'm not too happy about that.
Sounds like you had time to get ready to screw me over before your number was called.
Listen. I'm the kind of guy who, if I want something, You know it when I'm in your face. So if you don't want a problem, you'll get out of my face.
I'm just trying to find out the truth.
The truth shall set you free, Mr. Jericho.
I'm not totally convinced HBK is innocent. There's gotta be a more solid suspect out there.
That's assault, man. I should go and tell...
Don't talk. Listen. The masked man wears camo, and I know all about your military past, Randy. And knowing you, you'll take any shortcut to become WWE champion.
Shane already cleared me of any suspicion. I am clean. You've got nothing on me.
Jericho, I've got some good news for you. My people have zeroed in on someone without an alibi. Sounds suspicious to me. Go meet him in the ring now. Oh, and you're welcome.
Oh, I wonder who it is.
And the opponent, from the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 350 pounds, Umaga.
Is he the Mexican, the Samoan bulldog? That's right. It's this Samoan tattoo on his stomach, so we know he's Samoan.
Come on! There's no way the Samoan Bulldozer was that masked man.
Umaga wearing a mask.
Was that 3? No! Come on!
And he hits the neck breaker. What fantastic extension on that leg drop.
Shane O'Mac is really doing a number on Chris Jericho. What kind of mind games is Shane trying to pull here?
If the physical punishment Jericho's put himself through isn't enough, the mental challenges to get himself up for these matches really must be taking a terrible toll.
He's locked on the walls of Jericho.
He's got his opponent in a pinning predicament.
Good Lord Almighty, what impact! And he drops the leg across his opponent.
He saw that one coming.
And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop. A vicious stomp.
He's going in for the kill.
Win! What a cold break. I frankly don't see how facing Umaga gets Chris.
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2, 3. That's it. The match is over.
Okay, cool. I don't think Jericho's faced Umaga in his career, but yeah.
Umaga fitting into the masked man's outfit. Not bloody light.
He used a mirror to disguise his size, JR.
More like Shane O'Mac is messing with Jericho. It wouldn't be the first time.
All right, we got it.
He had no good answers for me. That scum is definitely still a prime suspect.
All right, bro. No way out.
This is No Way Out live on pay-per-view. Good old JR, Jim Ross, and Jerry the King Lawler here in Boston, where the action promises to be exciting in Beantown.
I heard Chris Jericho is ready to expose the identity of the Masked Man.
The majority of fans think Mr. Kennedy did it, with 31% of the vote. Following closely was the Legend Killer with 29%.
There's going to be some fireworks no matter who Chris Jericho picks, especially since one of the top vote getters has a shot at the World Championship tonight.
I think this guy is the Masked Man, and I'm gonna call him out.
Okay. Mr. Kennedy.
For weeks now, someone has been trying to get under my skin like a rash. First with code, then with sneak attacks. Kennedy, I found the Masked Man's mask in your bag. You cost me the WWE Championship. And somehow you got your own little title shot tonight. If you think I'm gonna sit down for that, you better get that swelled head of yours checked. Get out here!
Uh-oh, here he comes.
But he's supposed to have a championship match tonight, JR.
Okay.
I hope Mr. Kennedy's got a strong jaw, because he may have bitten off more than he can chew.
If he thinks he can face Jericho and then go into a championship match, he's Jericho with the code breaker. As of late, Chris Jericho has been conducting his own investigation on the identity of the Masked Man. Maybe tonight he finally hit a nerve with Kennedy.
Well, if Kennedy is the Masked Man, Jericho's going to be hitting a lot more than nerves. JR, think about this for a moment. Why else would Kennedy run out there if he wasn't the Masked Man?
But at the same time, King, what purpose does it serve for Kennedy to come down if he was Jericho's plotter? This assault is clearly a personal attack on Jericho.
Well, if Kennedy is...
I don't care how tough you are, JR. No one can take this kind of pain for long.
You're absolutely right, King. We've seen many superstars tap out to this very hole.
A vicious stomp. He takes his opponent down with the dropkick.
Watch out! He reversed it!
He leaps into the air for a flying forearm. What a kick that was.
Look out, he's setting it.
Wham! What a cold break.
Look at that! He's busted wide open! This is great!
I think we're beginning to see the effects of this very tough, very physical matchup on these contestants.
Wow! If he keeps this up, this could be over quick!
He's certainly not showing his opponent any mercy here tonight.
I've got it, JR. Once Jericho pulls that mask off, he'll be staring straight into the face of Jeff Hardy.
What? Just a minute ago, you were convinced it was Kennedy. And now, out of nowhere, Hardy's the culprit.
Well, I changed my mind. It's Jeff Hardy. But then again, I wouldn't count Shawn Michaels out entirely either. Did you hear how his leg connected?
Oh, okay. It was great for the shit.
Somebody get in there and stop these two. Morrison, and it cost him dearly. Not to mention ruining the main event at No Way Out.
I think there's going to be hell to pay all around.
Okay. Let's do this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Monday Night Raw. Last week, Chris Jericho's accusation threw a wrench in the championship match at No Way Out.
He thought he was doing the right thing, but so does a Black Widow spider.
Due to the interruption, Shane McMahon has declared there will be a WWE Championship match tonight. John Cena and Randy Orton will go at it live.
What an announcement! I'm sure Jericho isn't going to be happy.
Take the night off, Chris. Because of your little stunt, I had to do damage control, and I'm in no mood for more antics.
Okay. Shane keeps me from competing. Shane can keep me from competing, but he can't keep me from out of the ring. I'm going out to win the championship match. Randy Orton's not getting my title shot.
The following contest is for the WWE Heavyweight Championship.
Is that what on earth is Chris Jericho doing out here?
He must want his revenge on him.
And that's all she wrote, JR. It's over.
Jericho just got the WWE Champion disqualified.
You may have made an enemy in Cena, and that's not someone you want mad at you.
Welcome to another exciting night of Raw. The bad blood between Jericho and Cena is starting to boil over.
John Cena seemed pretty upset about last week's disqualification. He's not one to forgive and forget.
I'd bet dollars to chicken fried steak that these two are going to butt heads soon.
Raw is certifiably out of control, ladies and gentlemen. People are interfering left and right. We got some guy running around in camouflage. But this isn't the desert or the jungle. We can see you. But he didn't mess with my match last week. No, that was you, Chris Jericho. I want you out here right now.
You're so vain, Cena. What I did last week didn't involve you, Junior. I lost my chance to be WWE Champion, and I'm just trying to make things right.
If it involves the WWE Championship, it does involve me. When you get involved in my matches, it involves me. Seems like you like getting involved in my business. Well, if you want some, come get some.
That sounds like a great idea. John Cena versus Chris Jericho tonight in a non-title match.
We've got ourselves a blockbuster of a main event, folks.
That's actually pretty good. Okay, so what do I have to do here? Nothing. No, no unlocking this match.
John Cena and Chris Jericho briefly faced off against each other at the Royal Rumble until the unfortunate run-in by the Masked Man. But now it's just
2, 3? No, come on.
And bam! He knocks the opponent down.
You can see the paint shoot through the superstar's body off that slam.
Here's the cover, JR.
Oh, and the knee connects. Oh my, what a flurry of kicks. What a striking chop, jarring the opponent's chest. A basic but effective maneuver. Whoever that masked man is, he's been a thorn in Jericho's side among other parts of his anatomy.
Thorn in his side? I think it's more like a dagger in the back. I mean, he cost him a shot at the WWE Championship.
He could put his opponent away.
Here's the code breaker.
And here's the pin.
1, 2. He almost had the 3 count right there, JR.
Yeah, come on, motherfucker.
Oh, man, what impact from that suplex. Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
His back lands right across the opponent from that senton.
And here he goes.
Jericho with the code breaker.
One,
Is that? No,
leave the
only
ref
2.
to me.
And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop. There's a fundamental move.
I think someone's going for a high-risk move, JR.
Just driving the point of the elbow into the...
He's going for the pin.
Wow, what a suplex. Oh, look out, look out, look out. Code breaker. Good night.
What a brutal match. The referee should step in there.
That was like 2 7/8, JR.
Okay, now I feel like I'm supposed to have
What a brutal power bomb.
Believe me, that move...
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2.
He almost
Get
got
off my
the 3
back. I'm
count,
doing
but
my
almost
job.
doesn't count.
A vicious stomp.
That's a move that'll knock you out cold, if you're lucky.
He's sizing up his opponent. This could be it.
It's the walls of Jericho. A flying form, sending the opponent crashing down to the ground.
There's the pin.
He was a split second away from a 3 count.
Okay, there we go.
Oh my gosh, JR. That's it. The match is over.
attempts.
Am I seeing double?
I can't believe it, King. There are 2 of them. Mercifully, the WWE champion stopped this assault.
But the danger is double, JR. 2 masked men.
There are 2 masked men. Okay.
You are tuned into Raw, where there's only one thing on the minds of every fan and superstar.
There sure is, JR. The Diva Search contest is down to 2 lovely ladies. Both have their final plea for votes online, but let me tell you, Kate really wants my vote, and it shows.
King, you could go into a diner after crawling through the desert and still find time to oogle the waitress.
I'm done hiding from you, Jericho. I'll whip you in front of everybody right now.
Oh no! Chris Jericho is victimized again!
Now to finish the job.
I think things are only going to get worse here, JR.
Jericho is saved by John Cena yet again. What a relief!
Okay, let's see if we get a phone call or some shit.
I guess the mystery is over. I know Mr. Kennedy and Randy Orton roughed you up pretty good. But I got us a tag match against those newly unmasked thugs tonight. Revenge is the best medicine, right?
Okay, figured that.
After weeks of speculation, we finally have our answer. The masked man was actually...
Was that 3? No? Come on!
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. And he lights up his opponent's chest with that chop.
He's working the fundamentals there.
I can't believe he countered that one.
Oh, did you see that?
He dropped the elbow.
The tag has been made, and now his partner's coming in.
That's a move that'll knock you out cold, if you're lucky. Oh, man, all that weight just comes crashing down. What a vicious chop. Listen to his body crash into the ground.
This is his chance.
Wham! What a cold break. Orton nailed Jericho earlier with that heavy pipe. And the effects of that blow are still evident.
I don't know, JR.
Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent. The senton connects.
There's nothing fancy about that.
A simple move that sets up bigger things. If it wasn't for John Cena, Chris Jericho wouldn't be getting this shot.
Hey, if it wasn't for Cena, Chris might have found himself in the hospital.
The drop kick sends his opponent to the floor.
Look at this.
Here, code breaker. Good night.
You can feel the intensity, the hate bellowing from Jericho at Orton and Kennedy. These two are the two men that cost him his title shot at the Royal Rumble. These are the two men that have plagued Jericho for weeks. Facing Orton or Kennedy is a major challenge. But facing both of them after what Jericho's gone through, I dare say he's going to need a miracle to survive this. Jericho with the code breaker.
Look at these superstars, JR. They're completely... Here's the pin. Could this be it?
1, 2, hard, right hand.
3. Knock. Wow, what a match, JR.
Without the mask on, these two don't seem so tough.
I wouldn't say that, King. It was a very competitive match. But I'm sure this war is far from over. Good night, everybody.
Yes, yes. I think that
Thank you for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. With WrestleMania less than a week away, the WWE board has announced its main event. It will be...
Hey, you always get to announce things, JR. Let me do it.
Okay, Jerry, go ahead.
It will be John Cena, Mr. Kennedy, Chris Jericho, and Randy Orton in a fatal four-way for the WWE Championship. It should be great.
Jericho, I've had your number for months now. I don't need a mask to smack the snot out of you tonight. It'll be just as easy to beat you as myself, as Mr. Kennedy.
Okay. No, okay, fine. Make him bleed.
Mr.
I don't think I've ever been a part of a main event with this much animosity, intensity, and fury involved. As my partner said earlier, the main event for WrestleMania will be a fatal four-way match with Randy Orton, Mr. Kennedy, Chris Jericho, and the WWE Champion.
A classic. This one they'll talk about long after we're gone.
Oh my! Just bursting those capillaries in their chest.
A reversal. Can he capitalize on it?
What a kick that was. Winning this contest tonight won't give the winner a major advantage going into WrestleMania. But no one wants to have the Jericho with the code breaker. What a fierce kick.
What a reversal.
And there's the elbow. Randy Orton and Mr. Kennedy are two of the most snake-like individuals I've ever had the displeasure of seeing wrestle. For 3 months, they've haunted Chris Jericho. But in 6 days, Jericho will have his shot at revenge. In 6 days, Jericho could become WWE champion.
I don't believe it. The match is over.
Alright. All I have to do is...
That's enough. So it appears WrestleMania has come early this year. If you guys want to beat the crap out of each other, then so be it. The fatal four-way match at WrestleMania for the WWE Championship will now be held under Extreme Rules.
I didn't think the WrestleMania main event could get any more intense, JR. I was wrong.
All right, let's see what happens now. Ooh, I unlocked the video of Jericho. Okay, WrestleMania time, baby.
Welcome to the grandest stage of them all, ladies and gentlemen, WrestleMania. Good old JR Jim Ross and my Hall of Fame partner Jerry the King Lawler here at the flagship event for WWE.
I don't think I've ever been so excited about a WrestleMania.
Tonight, 4 men will compete for the WWE Championship in an Extreme Rules match.
That means just about anything goes. It's anyone's match to win.
Let's take a look back at how this conflict came to a head. Chris Jericho became the #1 contender for Cena's WWE Championship. The title match was interrupted by a masked man. Jericho went on a mission to find out the identity of the assailant, eventually accusing Mr. Kennedy. But Jericho was only half right, as there were 2 masked men, who turned out to be Orton and Kennedy. Who will win the 4-man Extreme Rules Showdown? We're going to find out tonight.
Okay. Oh, is there a cutscene here?
Bro, I thought we were done with that masked stuff, man.
This mask stuff is pretty fun. I see why you did it. See you out there, Junior.
I know you and I have united a little bit to fight mutual enemies, but that's over. Tonight, you're just another enemy in my way.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, in a match of such monumental magnitude, it will be hard to register on the Richter scale. Tonight, in an Extreme Rules fatal 4-way, the WWE Championship is at stake. Randy Orton, Mr. Kennedy, Chris Jericho, and John Cena.
And this one's not going to be pretty. No elimination, no rules, no mercy.
A vicious DDT, sending a shockwave up the opponent's head and neck.
He's got that submission hold locked in.
In recent weeks, John Cena and Chris Jericho have worked in tandem to offset the slam. What a cold break! An incredible dive as he hits the senton. He strikes his opponent with a swift flying forearm.
Oh, man! Did you hear that chair shot, JR?
Listen to his body crash into the ground.
There's no more sneak attacks or tricks. Orton and Kennedy are out of mind. Jericho with the code breaker.
He may get the 3 count here.
One.
That's nowhere near a 3 count.
All right.
What a vicious chair shot. This could be a pinfall.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground. That was an impressive suplex.
He leaps into the air for a flying forearm. Lord almighty, what a main event. All four men have gone past the limit of Codebreaker.
Good night. I think the end is near, JR. This can't go on much longer.
Looks like he's trying for a pin here. He's not going to get the 3 count without doing some more damage first.
A hard right hand, knocking his opponent down. Chris Jericho has endured 3 months of hell to get here tonight.
There's the Codebreaker.
The referee had better get in there and take a look at that. We may need to stop this match.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
Good Lord, what an impact.
Oh, the elbow connects.
A swift kick to the opponent. What a vicious shot with the knee. And he brings his leg crashing down. Oh, the punch connects. What a fierce kick.
Here's what the fans can win.
What a cold break.
Oh no, that last shot busted him wide open.
Oh, good grief. What impact. And he hits the neck breaker.
There's the pin.
1. There's the kick out. I thought that was it for sure.
He used all his weight on that leg drop.
Uh-oh, I think he's...
Jericho with the Codebreaker.
Oh no, that last shot busted him open, and the blood is flowing freely.
He's working the fundamentals there.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. He's not going to get the 3 count without doing some more damage first.
Here's the pin. Could this be it?
And he hits the DDT.
And now a pin. This could be it. 2.
Oh, thank God.
He catches his opponent with an elbow. A sharp, crisp elbow drop. And a hard knockdown. Big time in.
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2. Oh, man, that was almost 3, JR. There's the pin.
He's not going to get the 3 count without doing some more damage first. Good grief. I don't care how tough you are. A chair shot is a chair shot. Look out. He's setting up his...
Jericho nails the lion salt. Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
Come on!
What a neck breaker. Really working on the opponent's head.
Oh my gosh! He might make his opponent tap right here.
He's got his opponent locked in a submission hold.
We can see a tap out right here, JR.
Just listen to his body crash into the ground.
Of course, not the person I needed.
Look at that. No fear whatsoever. What an amazing superstar.
Did you hear the impact from that clothesline? And he plants him down with authority.
I don't know if his opponent has what it takes to kick out.
A sharp kick wearing down his opponent.
We could be looking at a pinfall here, folks. He's not going to get the 3 count without doing some more damage first.
What a sickening thud as these two collide.
Here's the pin. Could this be it? 1, 2. Was that 3? No? Come on.
He hits the drop kick from an incredible vertical leap. He almost took his opponent's head off.
Get up!
Did you see that? What an impact.
And now a pin. This could be it.
2.
A vicious stomp.
This could be a pinfall.
1, 2.
Oh, did you see that?
He drops the elbow. And he strikes the opponent.
Codebreaker. Good night.
There's the pin.
1, 2.
The submission has been expertly applied, and now it's just a matter of time.
Look out. Here it comes.
Move!
Oh, his back lands right across the opponent from that senton. The kick connects. He's putting the knee to his opponent.
He can put his opponent away. There's the codebreaker. That was one vicious neck breaker.
Did you hear that? What impact? A striking elbow staggering the opponent. Bulldog headlock, driving the opponent face first to the floor.
He's a 3 count away from a pinfall.
1, 2, 3.
Yes!
I don't know if everyone's going to be happy about it, but that's the match.
Ah, yes.
He did it. Jericho is WWE champion.
What a road to WrestleMania he had. But I'm sure this result makes it all worthwhile.
It looks like those two aren't finished yet.
Chris Jericho simply won't be denied on this night.
That was a close one, JR.
We're out of time here, where Chris Jericho is our new WWE champion.
He's never actually held a WWE Championship. Alright, I want the Masked Man. Now you can step in the boots of the Mr. Masked Man in exhibition matches. Great. Now, if I go to 4, this is one of the masked people. Oh. Wasted far too much of your precious time. Alright, YouTube, this has been part 3 of Chris Jericho's Road to WrestleMania, and the next one we'll figure out what we do next.